Hey everyone, it's Jess here. You might have noticed that it's been a bit of time since my first video came out. I actually injured my leg a couple weeks ago and spent some time in the emergency room. Everything is just fine now, but that's the reason for the delay. Before we get into today's video, I really need to say a big thank you to all of you who liked, who subscribed, and who commented. The positive response was so overwhelming, I could not be happier. For those of you who haven't seen my first video, I'm going to link it right up here for you. Now, through the comments, I did notice that there were a couple points that kept coming up, so I thought I would actually address them right here. The first point was my choice of developer. A lot of people believe that I should have chosen developers that were specially formulated for each film, and while I do agree with that, I did end up choosing Xtol because it's a basic developer formula that everyone has, either in a personal darkroom or in a lab. And I felt that using the same developer for the two films would at least show how they reacted to that specific developer. Of course, there's lots of room for experimentation. I leave that up to you. The second point was the fact that I had them scanned by a lab. Now, I do actually have a scanner at home, but not everyone does. A lot of people do rely on their local lab to scan for them. And actually my lab has a Noritsu scanner, which is far better than my scanner at home. And so I really thought that it would show just a good representation of the images. Now, none of the images were retouched in the original video. There was no lightrooming, there was nothing done to them. So it's just the straight scans. I really felt that that was the best way to show how each one reacted. I know a lot of you felt that Ilford wasn't fairly represented, but I actually think that what it showed me is that there's a lot of room for playing around once we get the negatives into Lightroom or into a darkroom. There was lots of shadow detail, lots of highlight detail. Maybe it wasn't as contrasty as the P3200, but there's lots of place to add things in rather than having to take things out. So I actually felt that it was a pretty fair representation of what each film can do. All right, now for today's video, we're going to be shooting JCH Streetpan, HP5 Plus, and Tri-X 400, all in Pentax K1000s with a 50mm f2 lens. Now, I have no experience with JCH Streetpan, but I'm super excited to try this film out. I've shot Tri-X a few times, but my main film for years has been HP5 Plus. Because I have a bias for this film, I will be pairing it with my untested camera, but I have yet to meet a K1000 that has let me down, so I am not worried at all about this, because we are in historic old Montreal on a beautiful sunny day. Now, I'm going to load these films and we're going to take a walk. Stress level 1000. Now let's head up into the city, hit the streets, see what we can find in there. All right, everyone, that's it for today. These things are freaking heavy. Just so you know, these were all shot at box speed. I don't know yet what developer I'm going to use, but when I have that information, I'm gonna put it on the screen for you right over here. My next video is going to be a little bit different. I'm probably not gonna do a comparison style video again, but if you do like these videos, check out the YouTube channel by Awesome Cameras. They do a lot of great stuff. Again, thanks for watching and subscribing. Your support means the world to me. Until next time.